Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday where I chat over new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, if I'm planning to pick them up or if I'm going to skip on them. I will have my playlist linked down below, and I will also link the community playlist, which I started so any creator who makes this style of new releases videos can add theirs to the playlist so you can see what a bunch of different creators are thinking about all of these new makeup releases. But we do have a lot to chat about this week, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, I am so excited to be filming. I have not filmed in almost a week. I'm filming this on Tuesday. Normally I film on Mondays, but I took Monday off. I was in New York Thursday through a Sunday with the Ipsy live event, and it was so much fun. I got to meet so many amazing people, so many other creators. It was just a really cool experience. I did do a little bit of vlogging. I'm working on editing that now. I'm hoping I will get it up tomorrow, but I'm still kind of going through everything and piecing the entire event together, but it was a lot of fun. I still feel like I almost don't quite have a voice yet either, because it was just non-stop talking while we were there, but it was such a good time. I did also have to take a few days off last week because we did have a death in the family, and I really appreciate all of your guys' support, your comments and messages, and just kind of understanding that I had to suddenly take some time off without being planned. So thank you guys so much for your support there. And yeah, but I'm excited to get back into filming. Like I said, it's been almost a whole week since I have filmed my last video. So I'm like, where do I look? Where, what, who, where, what's going on? But I'm excited, and it's always fun to kind of kick off my filming week with a Will I Buy It, because these are some of my favorite videos to film. And we typically kick it off with Colourpop, and I will say that I really was off social media for quite some time. I mean, with all of the services that we had going on, with all of the time I was spending with family, I really wasn't, to be honest, concerned about social media. I wasn't really concerned with new makeup releases and all of that. And then when I was in New York, I just didn't even have time to be even just looking at my phone. It was just, you know, trying to be there and be in the moment and to be able to have experiences with other creators who, you know, I don't get to see on any sort of regular basis, creators that I was meeting for the first time, creators that who knows if I'll ever, you know, when's the next time I'll be able to meet them. So I really wasn't paying attention to my phone again. So I was going through the trend mood page this morning. I was kind of like, oh, because I've just been living life, I guess. But Colourpop did come out with a new release, and I feel like I've been hearing a lot of people be pretty excited over this one. This is the Smoke Show palette. So they came out with the Smoke Show collection. It has the eyeshadow palette. It has a glittery obsessed mini trio. It has the Starry Eyed BFF bundle. There's also some super shocks in this collection too. I'm going to mainly focus on the eyeshadow palette, which is $12. It's the 9-pan palette. When I first saw a picture of this palette come out, I thought there was a filter over it. I thought it was Trend Mood's way of saying there's a new palette, but I can't show you the colors yet. And I was like, oh, you know, I wonder what colors are going to be in there. And then I looked at her caption. It was there's no, she uses #illegal filter. It's there's no filter on this. I was like, wait, what? Because this is just such a different eyeshadow palette from, I feel what we see a lot. When Colourpop was coming out with their 9-pan monochromatic palettes, a lot of people, as we kept going and kept going, we kept getting all these different color combinations. I was asking a lot, especially in the Will I Buy It videos, you know, what is it that you guys want to see? What do you hope comes out next? And a lot of people mentioned a black or a gray eyeshadow palette, and here it is. So I think this is really fun because it definitely is very different. I look at this eyeshadow palette and I'm like, I don't have this in my collection, right? I don't. Could I possibly dupe some of the shades in here? Of course, maybe at this point. I feel like if you watch YouTube, if you love makeup and all of that, there's probably a good chance. But to have this 9-pan palette and just how unique it looks to me, I think that's pretty cool. Again, $12 is not a bad price. I do really like the Colourpop eyeshadow formula. I've spoken very highly about them, so I am planning to grab this one. I feel like it's different and unique enough for me. I haven't made a Colourpop order in quite some time. I'm trying to think of the last item that I purchased from them, but it's been a little bit since I've made a Colourpop order, and I just really like the looks of this one a lot, so I am planning to grab this one. But what do you guys think? I know a lot of people because I even asked on Twitter this morning, you know, what are you guys feeling about this one? A lot of people said kind of the same thing that I just said. They like that it's more unique looking. They like that it's a little bit different from some of the other releases that we have seen recently, so they want to grab it. Other people are saying, you know, they just don't know what they would do with this, or a lot of the looks that they've seen so far are kind of very similar looks or very dark looks or things like that. I have really not even been watching YouTube videos for almost a week now. I'm so far behind on everybody's videos because of everything that happened last week, between what happened and then with the trip also. So I only just this morning watched Raw Beauty Christy do her look with this palette, and I really like how it came out. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm planning to grab this one and I'm looking forward to it. I just need like a second to breathe because I'm also just trying to get caught up on, you know, those pesky little things called emails, and my 8th book is back from proofreading. I'm trying to get through that so I can have a release date coming for my next novel, which I'm very excited about. And I haven't even unpacked my suitcase yet from New York, and we're on Tuesday right now. But yeah, when I get a hot second to breathe and think things through, because I don't like to be really rushed when I'm buying something. I like to be thinking about it. I like to make sure I have codes going on. I'm fairly sure I saw that Colourpop is now on Ebates or Rakuten. Ebates was just bought out by Rakuten recently, and I think that you can get cash back now on the Colourpop website. So if you guys haven't signed up for that website, I highly suggest that you do. I'll have my referral link. Everybody gets a referral link with them, but I can leave mine in the description box if you want to check it out, because I think if you use it for the first time, you also get like a special bonus in there too. This video is not sponsored or anything, but I'm fairly confident that I saw that. So yeah, I just like to make sure I have everything in there, everything that I want. I have all the codes in, I have my cash back, I have a discount code, you know, all of that. I don't like to be super rushed, because then I just feel like I make bad decisions. I might impulse buy and grab something I don't really need. I might forget a coupon code and all of that. I did kick off a new series. I talked about this, I think it was in last week's Will I Buy It video. I filmed that one so long ago, it feels like. But I talked about maybe starting a new series about mindset and makeup and debt and impulse buying and budgeting and all of that. And the first episode did air on Monday of this week. So if you guys haven't seen that one, it is a very deeply personal video to me. I talk about starting a YouTube channel and how expensive it was to essentially kind of start. A way I kind of look at a YouTube channel now is it's essentially a small business. And you know, a lot of times, I'm someone who's also started other businesses in the past. A lot of times you need to save up for it, or you possibly need to take out a small business loan or things like that. And with YouTube, I think a lot of people, you know, just jump into it because it's fun and it's a hobby, but it very quickly turns into work. It turns into a lot of money that you're spending. And a lot of times when you start YouTube, you don't earn a paycheck for months, if not years. In my case, it was 2 years before you earned a paycheck. And I just share a lot of my stories and what I've learned along the way and all of that. So that video is up now, and thank you. I got so much feedback on last week's Will I Buy It video that you guys wanted to see that one. So the first episode is up. The second episode I'm planning to be on impulse buying, because that's what I touched on last week, and a lot of you said that that's something that you struggle with. And so I thought I could just share some of my tips that I do and some of my advice that I do, but one of them would be to not be rushed, not be, you know, just quickly buying something, to actually sit down, be in a good headspace, think about what you're buying. Again, make sure you have your codes in there. Are you getting cash back? You know, just all of that sort of thing. So yeah, but other than that, I am planning to pick it out. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Colourpop Smoke Show. I do want to follow up on a new release that I talked about last week also. I like to talk about releases when we've seen everything, we know the prices, maybe we even know when they're coming out, maybe we've even seen some swatches of them. I normally kind of skip over sneak peeks because I feel like I'm not really I don't have a lot to offer, if you will. But last week I included a holiday release from Dominique Cosmetics because we had just seen the outside of the palette, but it looked so cozy. It looked so, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this palette. I hope the inside matches the outside of the packaging because I am just pumped. And then we got what the inside of the packaging looks like, and I don't know if I know for sure what it was that I was expecting or what I had in my mind, but it wasn't quite what was on the inside, and I'm actually kind of sad about it because I was feeling that one. In last week's episode, I had a lot of eyeshadow palettes mentioned in there, and a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I was pretty curious, that I was definitely eyeing. So to see the inside, I was like, oh no. But you know, like I said, there are a few eyeshadow palettes that I was thinking of. There are some holiday releases that are really intriguing me right now, and so maybe it's a good thing that this one didn't actually call to me. But this one is a 6-pan palette. This is the Sweater Weather palette. It's $29, and you get 6 matte eyeshadows in here. And again, I'm not really sure what I was thinking concept-wise, what would be inside, but I don't know, man. What were you thinking, Samantha? Like, maybe a lot of like mauves or pinky tones. I was just looking at the outside and I just had something else in my mind. I didn't quite see this one coming. So unfortunately, I'm actually going to end up passing over this eyeshadow palette. I do really like Dominique Cosmetics eyeshadow formula. I have Berries and Cream. I have the Latte palette. I really do like the eyeshadows, but this one in here, I like that it's a smaller palette. I like that it's 6 shades, you know, a little bit more compact. Again, I love the outer packaging, but just the inside shades I'm not quite as sold on. I kind of had like a disappointed feeling when I saw the inside photo, so if I don't get super excited, I know that I can just go ahead and pass it on over. Also coming out in the holiday collection, there are liquid lipsticks or one liquid lipstick in Cozy, which is a matte mauve, and then a gloss in Sugar and Spice, which is a warm nude with gold flecks. I'll probably pass over these as well, but definitely wanted to come back to touch on the eyeshadow palette since I was like so excited for that one. Bummer. There are, like I mentioned, there are some holiday releases that I am interested in. From Farsali, it's available at Sephora now. This is their Holiday 2019 mini set. This is the Skin Goals Hydrate, Prime, and Perfect. It's $25, and you get minis of the Unicorn Essence Antioxidant Primer Serum, the Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum, the Rose Gold Elixir 24K Gold Infused Beauty Oil, and the Volcanic Elixir Polynesian Beauty Oil. Started to get tags on this and I was like, no, because I just bought the Farsali liquid glass serum and I had been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for that one to come out in a mini. It was like they had minis of everything else except for this one. I really wanted it. Finally, I caved and purchased a full size. And I was like, I just know a mini is coming. And then this set came out and my first thought was anger. And then I was like, oh, that particular one is not in this set. But then they also did release a mini. I was like, which I did figure it was coming because it's available in like a Sephora favorites set. So I knew a mini was coming, but that mini is now available on its own. It is $22 instead of the $54, which is the full size. So if you've been interested in that one, if you've been waiting like me for the mini to come out, it's now available. But also they released this skincare set. Now, the first Farsali serum I purchased was the Rose Gold Elixir. I still have some left. I actually use it a ton, especially in the winter. When I first bought it, I found myself gravitating towards it a lot in the winter, and I actually really did like it. But I don't have any of the other 3, and I have been wanting to try the Skin Tune as well. I've heard a lot of people say that they like that one also. And then the Unicorn Essence, the Volcanic Elixir, I kind of also want to try too. So I'm thinking about grabbing this one. It's, like I said, it's $25 for the minis in there. And like I said, I kind of thought, like, is Farsali really worth it? You know, when they first kind of were like hitting the scene or getting a lot of love on Instagram, was a lot of those like, ooh, dropping videos, like, how cool am I definitely made those videos, thank you so much. Just trying to be part of the in crowd. But it turns out that I actually really did like, especially the Rose Gold serum, and I've definitely gotten more into beauty oils over time. I used to not really understand them, and now I use them quite a bit, whether it's a beauty oil or, you know, like a serum or like the face milk from Colourpop. I actually do quite like them, so I am interested in this set. I have added it to my loves list also. This morning, actually, I was just browsing the Sephora website, trying to get caught up on what was going on, and I saw that Fenty Beauty has some new releases also. I've talked before about her Gloss Bomb set that is coming out that I think looks very interesting. That's called the Glossy Posse Mini Gloss set for $42. But also, I am kind of interested in this Bomb Baby 2 Mini Lip Gloss and Highlighter set. This is $24. It says a limited edition mini set of Fenty Beauty's coveted luminizers, kilowatt foil in a fan favorite shade Sandcastle, plus an all-new Gloss Bomb in Sweet Mouth. I feel like both of these look like products that I could wear, and I think that they're both really quite beautiful. Sandcastle looks like it's a little bit pinky, which I do like pinky highlights. Same with Sweet Mouth. I think that those look really pretty, so I actually added this to my loves list also this morning on Sephora. And then she also came out with a new lip color. This is the Lip Stunna Mini Longwear Fluid Lip Color, and you can purchase them with like the little ornament detail, which is very cute. There's a mini of it also, which is $15. It's called Underdawg. Underdawg. I feel like I'm supposed to be saying that cool, but this is me. And it is a deep burgundy shade. I do like this formula. I have Uncuffed, which is kind of like a deeper mauve, and I think that it's really pretty. Burgundy I think is a great color to release right now. Very fall vibes and all of that, but I would probably skip over that one. But from Fenty, I'm really quite interested in that mini duo. So you'd have to let me know your feedback on that one. Also, Charlotte Tilbury has some more holiday releases coming out. She's definitely releasing a lot. I touched on a bunch in last week's episode also, but she's also coming out with a new limited edition Magic Star highlighter for holiday. It says a magic golden highlighter for soft focus glow. It's going to be $45. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass over this one. There's definitely a lot calling my attention right now, and I really want to focus on the items that are making me like, oh, I'm really excited about this. If I don't kind of get that first feeling when I see something, or if something doesn't, you know, give me that double take, I don't try to talk myself into it. I just move on, because there's always so many new makeup releases. And when I saw this, I think it's pretty. I think the compact's pretty. I think the inside design, all of that, I do think is really pretty, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm so excited about this. So I can just move on. Of a bunch of holiday releases, Elf has come out with so much. I believe these are all available now at Ulta Beauty. I am still planning to do my Ulta holiday releases. I know a lot of you have requested that. I have done the Sephora one. I was trying to wait a little bit to do the Ulta Beauty one, just to kind of get a little bit closer to holiday time. And all of that, you know, but I am still planning to do that one. But Elf is coming out with a lot of different sets. I mean, they have eyeshadow palettes, they have eyeshadow duos, they have brushes, they have sponges, they have skincare sets coming out, primers, lip kits, they have lash duos. I mean, there is a ton. There's a best of Elf skincare set. They have a lot going on, so I will go ahead and link the Elf page on the Ulta Beauty website. Elf is a brand that is kind of not calling my attention as much recently. A lot of their new releases, I just am kind of like passing over them. I don't know what it is. If I scoot it over enough, editing Samantha's probably gonna be mad at me, but I don't know, just not a ton has been calling to me as of recently. I've had some bad reactions with like their eyeshadow palettes. Their skincare just doesn't really seem to do much for me. I do still like Elf brushes. Elf brushes were some of the first that I started purchasing, like the $1, $2 that you could get at Target. And I see that they have some brush sets in here, but not anything that really calls my attention a ton. And then speaking about brushes that I really do like, Real Techniques is also coming out with some holiday sets. This is available now on Amazon, which is interesting, but they have some different sponges coming out, and they all kind of have like this ornament style too. There's some different brush sets. I really do like Real Techniques brushes. You can also find them on Ulta Beauty, but I use a lot of their brushes. I really do like their sponges too. I don't know if I necessarily need any of these for myself at the moment. Moda brushes also just released a bunch of new brushes that became available at Walmart. I'll link those in my description box down below. I did a couple videos with Moda brushes last week also, which was really exciting for me. I got to meet them at the Ipsy live event, which was so very cool. It's really nice to meet people face to face that you've worked with online, and I'm a big fan of Moda brushes too, but they also had just had a bunch of brushes released at Walmart, and I did get some of them sent over to me. So personally, I don't think I need to go ahead and buy any. I think I really just need to clean my brushes. In actuality, I'd really just like to buy more brushes just so I don't have to clean my brushes. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, it's like to that point where I'm like, Samantha, you have to clean your makeup brushes. Like, what are you doing, girlfriend? Stop the madness. But those are some new affordable releases from Elf and also Real Techniques. And I snuck in Moda in there. Okay, let's get off holiday for a quick second. Wait, no, this is also holiday. Okay, never mind. We'll just keep going with holiday because that's a lot of what's happening right now. But I saw that Nabla Cosmetics is coming out with some new highlighters, but it does say that they are also a part of their holiday collection. Okay, so let's see here. We have a full collection of the Skin Glazing line by Nabla Cosmetics. There is 6 new shades, and it's going to be available October 16th on the Nabla Cosmetics website. I haven't tried anything from Nabla Cosmetics yet, right? No, I have no. Sometimes I get some of my indie brands mixed up, but I have not tried it from Nabla Cosmetics yet. These highlighters do look really beautiful. Some of the swatches of them look so nice. It looks like they have like a nice variety with the 6 different ones. I just don't feel like I need it right now. But again, they do look really nice. I think that I will just be skipping over them. But like I said, to get off holiday, let's talk about a new collaboration with Ipsy, since I just mentioned that I was there for the Ipsy live event. Ipsy is doing a collaboration with Gigi Gorgeous. So Gigi Gorgeous was actually at the Ipsy event. She passed by us at one point, and I feel like you could just tell, like, even if you didn't know who she was, like, you would know that she was someone, if that makes any sort of sense. She did also have like people around her, like I'm gonna say bodyguards, but I don't know, like security or something was walking with her, so you could probably tell with that. But just like the essence, the aura, the everything, like it was like, oh wait, who is that? So, I mean, so I feel like you could just tell that. I feel like it was that way though with a few people, because there was another person that we passed who I think was like getting out of a vehicle as we were approaching the Ipsy event, and we just kind of looked at him. We were like, he's somebody, like we don't know like exactly for sure, but he is definitely someone. And he was actually like the host of the different panels and all of that, which is funny how you can tell some of those people. Like I roll up in my ripped jeans and a crop top and my $7 flip-flops from Kohl's, and I'm like, what up everyone? And they're like, oh, you are you're just regular, which I like. That's who I am, just a regular old girl from Iowa. But it was so much fun. But anyways, I did see Gigi Gorgeous there. I didn't talk to her, meet her, or anything like that, but I watched her. She passed by us. But she's doing this collaboration with Ipsy, so it includes a lip gloss, which is sparkly pink, a contour brush, and then a duo matte bronzer and blush. And this is going to be available November 1st online at Ipsy. So it makes me wonder if possibly these will also be going out in the Ipsy bags. Perhaps that might be a thing too. I feel like I keep looking at the viewfinder because my red lip is like really throwing me off. But I put a red lip in my Shop My Stash bag for this month. So getting into it. It's just a little bit different for me. I'm not super interested in anything in this collection. The promo photos are absolutely beautiful and all of that. I don't get the Ipsy bags myself. Actually, I don't get any subscription bags or boxes or anything like that, but you'll have to let us know if you were so excited to see this collaboration. So for Halloween, Anastasia is coming out with some new glitters. They're coming out with the Halloween glitter collection. They're gonna be $15 each or $40 on the website. I'm not super excited about this, and Anastasia just released glitters too, which I think was for a holiday, but I heard that the glitters were supposed to come out during like festival season, but they got pushed back, and then we have these Halloween glitters. I'm just kind of like, that's a lot of glitters, but maybe Anastasia glitters are fantastic and they see that like there's a desire for them. I'm not really sure. I don't really wear glitters a ton. I don't really like working with loose glitters, so I'm gonna pass over these. But I know the Halloween releases have been kind of few and far between, and some people are wanting to see some more Halloween, so got some glitters for you if you're interested in that from Anastasia. Huda Beauty is coming out with a new product. This is the Sticky Tack Lash Glue Re-Stickable Lash Glue. It says once you apply a little glue to your lashes, let it sit for 60 seconds, then it's ready to go on. The formula dries completely clear, so when you peel it off, it won't leave a mark, which is very interesting to me because that does happen. I do have lashes on, which was very shocking, but I'm trying out the new Colourpop lashes. These are in the style Queenie, I'm pretty sure. I'll always link out my makeup down below. But this one, I put it on, and I thought it looked good, but it didn't necessarily match this one. I was like, you can try to get a little bit closer, so I took it off, and then you could see like the line in my liquid liner, so I did redo my liquid liner, then put the lash back on. So I'm very curious about that because I feel like that happens with every single lash glue. So I'm curious. But it says if you put it on wrong, it's fine. Just peel it off and stick it right back on again. It's going to be $14. Will be available October 15th. Honestly, I'm surprised that Huda Beauty has not come out with this yet, because when she first launched, I believe it was with lashes. Don't totally quote me on that, but I feel like that was the first product or one of the first products that she was launching. It was the first product that I personally myself tried from Huda Beauty. A lot of people were really, raving about them. I was hearing a lot about the Samantha lash. My name is Samantha. Felt like I had to try it out, so I did. And I purchased a lot of her lashes and I really quite like them. So I'm almost a little surprised that it's taken this long to get a lash glue, because she's now gone on to release, foundations, concealers, setting powders, setting sprays. I mean, she just, you know, lipsticks, lip liners, everything. So I'm almost kind of surprised that it took this long to get the lash glue. I also have no idea what goes into the process of making a lash glue. Let me just say that. I don't know anything about that, but I'm not surprised to see it. I'm actually a little bit curious to try it. Like, I'm just curious about the claims because it sounds very different. I'm not wearing false lashes a ton as much lately, but in order to wear false lashes, you do need a lash glue. So I don't know, I might give this one a shot just to kind of test out some of those claims because that's a little interesting to me. And then also with Huda Beauty, she is coming out with lip sets for holidays. This is the Throwback Lip Kits. You get a lip-shaped box. It includes a lip pencil and also a lipstick, and there's a few different duos in here. I did talk about the Throwback collection either in last week's video or 2 weeks ago. I said that there were some shades in there that I liked, and I would rather get a duo versus just the single because I think the single lipstick is $25. This one says it's 28 euros. I wonder if these will be available at Sephora. It just says coming soon right now to the Huda Beauty website. But to get a lip liner and a lipstick, I think I would rather have the duo in there too. So yeah, I actually, that was some of the first. Okay, so I purchased her lashes, and then the next thing I purchased was a lip duo. You got 2 mini liquid lipsticks and a lip liner. So I love kind of sets like these and all of that. They kind of call my attention. So I think it's cool that she's coming out with those also, and those are for holiday. ABH is coming out with a new product. This is the Future Dew. This is an oil serum hybrid. It's $24. It says packed with nourishing oils that do not feel greasy, while brightening plant-based extracts deliver an instant and lasting glow. So like I said, I like oils. I like beauty oils. I like the serums. This is an oil serum hybrid. I'm just trying to think of what exactly, like, when am I supposed to use this? Do I use it before makeup? Do I use it at night? Do I use it on its own? I'm not 100% sure when you should use that, but the packaging does look very pretty. Glossier definitely has that vibe of like no makeup type thing, like very effortless and natural and easy and all of that. And it does look very nice, like in all the promo photos. I'm just not sure I'm necessarily sold on it right away, but you'll have to let us know what you think about that one. But that is a new release from Glossier. And then another one that is non-holiday, I believe. Nope, this says for holidays 2019. I don't get it. Okay, I honestly don't really get this release just in general, but to be honest with you, Morphe is coming out with another collaboration with James Charles. It is the mini James Charles Artistry palette. You get 39 shades. It's $26 versus $39, which is the original palette is a larger palette. This one is a smaller palette for the $26. It does include a mirror, but it is the same palette. And I'm not sure I necessarily understand this. I think a mini palette is a good idea. I think smaller palettes are a good idea. I really do like minis. I think if this would have been like a 9-pan palette of like maybe James's favorite shades from the palette or his most used or just some other color scheme, I don't know. Or maybe like there could have been like 3 mini palettes from the larger palette. I don't know. Maybe those could have gone over well too. But I'm not sure I understand why making the exact same palette just in a smaller palette. I don't know if I really understand what's going on here. So I didn't get the original one. I just didn't have interest in it. I don't have interest in this one either. But I feel like this was kind of a missed opportunity to actually make a smaller palette instead of just the same palette in a different size. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Again, I've been kind of off social for a little bit, so I haven't really read a lot of the comments of what's going on there, but it doesn't really sit the greatest with me, to be honest with you. I don't know. And I feel like there are some missed opportunities for something else that could have gone on a little bit differently. But let us know your thoughts on that one from Morphe and James Charles. But I myself am going to be passing over that one. Moving on to Jouer, for their holiday collection. This is going to be available at Beautylish and also Sephora. They have the Essential Lip Care Duo for $25. They have the Rose Cut Gems Blush and Cheek Topper Palette for $39. They have a Best of Lip Collections for $28. It's going to be available November 11th. So I was getting quite a few tags on the palette also. I do think that the palette looks really pretty. You have the blush shades and the big highlight in there that looks really beautiful. I just don't, I'm not as interested in these types of palettes anymore. I don't feel myself reaching for them a ton. So for this one, I'm just not super interested in it. I just don't think I would reach for it a lot. I like the little lip care duo. You get the Shine Balm in Rose and the conditioning treatment. I just don't feel like I need them right now. I just repurchased the Kopari Lip Glossy. I did post a haul video as well last Sunday. It's with Sephora and Ulta, and also I do have some holiday purchases in there too, so if you haven't checked that one out yet, I will also link it in my description box. So I don't feel like I need that. And then the Jouer lips, I'm not like die hard for them. So I think from the Jouer collection, I do think everything looks really pretty. I like the outer packaging of that palette too, but I just don't feel like I need it. It just didn't catch my attention enough. So I will be passing over the holiday sets from Jouer. Patrick Ta is also releasing some sets for holiday, of course. This is the Major Glow She's Extra Duo. We have $32. You get the Highlight Mist, and also the setting fan in here, and then there's also the Major Glow on the Go for $35. You get a body oil and a lip shine. I haven't tried any of the initial releases from Patrick Ta, which is a new brand from celebrity makeup artist Patrick Ta. I know a lot of people have been really enjoying the collection. I've seen a lot of people using their fans. I've heard good things about the body oil. The lip shine does look really pretty, but neither thing is really getting me. I feel like maybe if there was like the highlighting mist and the lip shine in a duo, I might get it versus the fan and the oil, but that's just me. That's just what I reach for a lot, so I'm gonna pass over that one also. KKW Beauty is coming out with some holiday sets also. So they have the Lip Trio set and also the cream lipstick and highlight set. It's going to be available October 20th and also available at Ulta Beauty. I haven't tried anything from KKW Beauty. I'm not super interested in it myself, but it is available at Ulta Beauty, which makes it more accessible to a lot of people. You get your points and all of that good stuff, but I will be skipping over that also. And then I think, is that the last one for today? Yeah. Oh, no, we have one more thing from Lorac Cosmetics. So Lorac has done a collaboration with Rachel Zoe, which I wasn't expecting this collaboration, but who really is? But they are coming out with a full collection. We have the Diamond Disco Gloss Trios for $15, the Alter Ego Golden Era Lip Set for $18, the Glamour Mini Palettes for $15 each. I've actually been hearing some good things about these mini palettes. I like some of the different shade selections in there. The one with like, it has like a silver in there and like the white and the black. It reminds me a little bit of the Huda Beauty Obsessions Trio in Smoky, which I really do like that one too. So these are 6-pan palettes. They are pretty small from what I've seen, but I'm hearing good things about them. Actually, Lorac usually doesn't have the eyeshadow formula that I really love, that I really go back to a lot, but I feel like out of the collection, those are what I've been hearing the most about. I don't know if I'm necessarily pressed to like run out and grab these. I'm familiar with Rachel Zoe. I wouldn't say I'm like a huge fan. I'm not like a hater or anything. I'm just kind of like, I know who that is, but the collaboration aspect doesn't necessarily like pull me to run out and grab it. But yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think about that one, or if you're grabbing anything from this Lorac collection with Rachel Zoe. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up for this week's Will I Buy It video. I hope that you will let me know your thoughts down below on all the different products that we discussed this week. I'm so excited to be back and to be back to filming. Again, thank you guys for your support from last week. Both Mitch and I very much do appreciate all your comments that came in, and I very much appreciate you giving me a little bit of time off to just kind of handle everything that went down in a very short amount of time. So thank you guys so much for your continued support. I would love if you did enjoy this video, if you would give it a thumbs up. That helps not only my videos show up in your subscription feed if you engage on them, or if you leave a comment, it typically will help my videos to show up for you as well. It also does help me on my end and helping YouTube kind of push out my video as well. So any engagement that you would like to give on the video will definitely be very helpful, and I thank you so much for that. But other than that, if you would consider subscribing before you go, that would also be amazing, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.